10.
The other one, they were, I'll tell you now. We had 15 people in.
Oh, awesome. No, I'm so busy teaching, I don't really get a good moment to count. Cool. Good then. I assume if there is any feedback, positive or negative,
No, we'll find out. I'll ask.
let me know. I'm always open to improving the experience. It is now 4:15, so we should in theory be beginning in a yoga world. In a BPD world, we are just going to begin it. Megan gets extra Shavasana for being an early bird.
Thanks, Joe.
Sure. Thanks for showing up.
Sure.
See if any of the beginners are keen for the next class.
Surgery had just have Megan. Sure, everyone will chime in with although lots of people get intimidated by the word advanced, so it's not an advanced class, it's an open class. Or else maybe it was just Megan. Or just still awesome.
It's myself and my boyfriend, so there's two of us, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, then there's 4 of us and Nick.
And Nick.
Nick's getting yoga by osmosis.
Cool.
We'll give it 1 more minute and then we'll stop.
Who is that beautiful creature next to you?
It's Ginger.
Yeah, I'm terrible. I rescued these cats and I didn't give them proper names. So,
Oh, that's all right.
so
They're not
he's
too bothered.
called Ginger, he's called Major Tom, he's called My Beautiful Boy, he's called many names.
Lord Muck.
Lord Mac, yes. It's been one of the coolest things about teaching on Zoom through lockdown is that you get to see people's animals come into their lounges and into their bedrooms and kind of wander around while they're practicing. It's very cute. Lots of animals participating in yoga at the moment. You can't stay here, I need to use my mat. It's mine. Sorry, I'll play harmonium and it'll terrify him. Okay, well, it's us, which is awesome. Thanks so much for joining me. All right, so I think Nick is going to mute you just so that we don't interfere with each other. If you would like to have your video on so that I can give you little adjustments and feedback, you're definitely unmute. If you'd like to turn the camera on, great, but if you prefer to leave it off, that's also fine, totally up to you. Great, they're only recording me, so you don't have to worry, you aren't going to be recorded. So hi, welcome to a Jiva Mukti open class. I am a Jiva Mukti yoga teacher. It is a particular style of yoga, but basically it's a Vinyasa flow style. So, it has a basic format. We will warm up, we will do some sun salutations and get nice and warm, and then we will move through forward bending, backward bending, some inversions, and then we will take a rest at the end. So I'll be talking and demonstrating. Russell will be doing as much of the class as he can manage. He's my awesome yoga assistant this morning.
I'm the pro. We just did a class, a beginner class.
Yes, but he already just worked really hard, so he's in the background, and I'll take some of the work. Cool. So we're going to start with 3 chants of Om. So find a comfortable seat. Bring your hands in prayer at heart center, and close your eyes. If you're not comfortable chanting, you are most welcome to just listen or to hum and just absorb the sound. Eyes closed. Release your hands into your lap or onto your thighs. Om is said to be the sound that the universe vibrates out. So the first sound. It has no direct translation, it has no direct meaning. Om is a sound that starts in the belly with the ah sound. It moves up into the chest with the ooh sound, and then it vibrates the head with the sound. So is literally like a little sound vibration for the entire body. There are 7 major chakras in the body. There is a base one at the base of the spine, and there's a crown one at the top of the head. And the Om sound travels through all 7, so waking you up physically and energetically, tuning you into the sound of the universe. Gently blinking your eyes open. Coming forward onto hands and knees, stacking your shoulders above your wrists and your hips above your knees. Ujjayi breath is a breath that is a slight constriction in the back of the throat. It makes your breath audible. It enables you to keep track of your practice. It also lets you notice when you are trying too hard, because your breath will get really jagged and harsh, or when you're holding your breath and not letting the breath flow. And that tends to be when we're freezing up and resisting. So if you know Ujjayi breath, awesome. Like a sighing sound in and out through the nose as you breathe in and out through the nose. If you don't know it, breathing in and out through the nose, just with normal breath, is a pretty good place to start. So hands and knees, shoulders above wrists and hips above knees. Tucking your toes. Lift your knees about 5 centimeters up off the floor. 5 centimeters is not a lot. And then try and draw the heel of your hand towards your toes and drag your toes towards the heel of your hand, and you will feel your belly cinching in and switching on. We're here for 3 breaths, breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale, lift your knees high. Straighten out your legs as you press your chest back towards your thighs, heels pressing down towards the earth. Spread your fingers, press down into the knuckles of the hands, so where the fingers join the hands, press down, and try and slide your shoulders up and onto your spine. Belly lifts in and up. Top 1 centimeter of your thighs, really switching on, pressing up and back. Shins pressing back, but heels pressing down. This is Ardha Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Breathing in and out through the nose. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale, come forward to plank. The awesome thing about Zoom is that you kind of use it as, you can use it as a little bit of a mirror. So you can check if your bum is too high up or if your bum is sinking too far down. You want one line of energy through the shoulders, the hips, and the heels. Again, draw the heel of the hand towards the toes and draw the toes towards the heel of the hand, feeling the belly cinch in at the center. Extend through the back of the neck. One line of energy through the spine. And then take an inhale breath. As you exhale, lower the knees, the chest and the chin to the floor. So the toes are going to stay tucked. The bum is going to go up nice and high. Cat gets in the way of demonstrating. Untuck your toes. Slide your chest forward and up. So you're not using your hands here. Your hands should be light on the mat. Take all 10 toenails down and feel your knees lift up off the floor. Use the strength of your lower spine to peel 1 more rib away from the floor, and then lower all the way down. Tuck your toes, bum back onto your heels, and then extend your legs into downward facing dog. Next, inhale, walk your feet towards your hands. Exhale to fold forward over your legs. If you're like me and you haven't practiced yoga today and you're feeling a little tight in your hamstrings, you're welcome to bend your knees, plant your hands down, relax your head, but keep on working on extending the legs, but they don't have to go straight. Extending and straight are 2 different things. You could also use blocks, books, tins of food to lift the floor up towards you. Let the head hang straight down, extending through the back of the legs. And then bend the knees again, heel toe the feet out to the edges of the mat. Turn the toes off the mat and come to sit down into a squat. So I really struggle to sit into a squat, so I need blocks underneath my heels. I could also just roll up my mat, give me a little extra height in the heels. Forearms into one straight line and hands into prayer. Gazes forward, chin is parallel to the floor. If you're super comfortable in the squat and don't feel like much is happening, Then you can challenge yourself. Switch your legs on, lift your bum up 5 centimeters. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Take your hands to the floor and sit all the way down on the floor. Bend your knees. Place your feet together. Big toes in line with each other. Knees together. Wrap your left forearm around your shins and take your right hand in line with your right sit bone. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Keep the knees together. Exhale, twist to gaze over your right shoulder. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale, release, face forward and switch the arms. Exhale, twist to gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale, release, face forward. Separate the feet hip width apart and parallel. Lean back into the hands, fingers point towards the hips. Chin tucks onto chest. Next, inhale, lift your hips up nice and high. Exhale, if it's okay on the neck, extend the head back. This is tabletop and hold. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, chin onto chest. Exhale, seat to the floor. Crossing over at the ankles. Actually, you hold there for a moment. I'm just going to demonstrate first what we're doing so you can have a seat. I'm going to take my hands to the mat, a little wider than shoulder width apart. It's actually going to be a little further away from the windows. And I'm going to come to down dog. Then I'm going to shorten my down dog, so walking my toes in a little bit. I'm going to bend one knee, and I'm going to straighten the other leg and pick it up off the floor. This leg stays straight. It works like a pendulum to help lift me up. The bent knee heel is going to kick from my bum, knee into the chest. Looking in between the thumbs, you're going to take a hop, and if I come down, I'm going to land lightly. Okay, so it's little bunny hops. So, down dog, short down dog. Bend one leg. 5 bunny hops on one leg. So Megan, bend that knee that's on the floor, bend that knee. Yes, heel, think knee to chest, heel to bum. Knee to chest, heel to bum. So not both legs up. One knee is coming into your chest. Hop, go, go. Awesome. And then, I promise, so okay, everyone stop for a moment. Come down onto your knees. Take child's pose for a moment. Child's pose is amazing rest. It's a great place to take refuge if your breath has gotten very jagged or very intense. I'm going to try and keep the breath even throughout the practice, even when the poses are getting a little bit more challenging. And if you notice it getting out of control, just take a moment. Slow it down. There's no need to do absolutely everything. And child's pose is always available to you as a rest. Reach the arms forward. Tuck the toes, extend the legs down dog. Now I promise you, you picked your favorite leg, as did I. So do that again, bend one knee, extend the other leg, extend the leg, and then go, okay, no, I've already done this side, and then switch. Bend the other knee, straighten the other leg. So it's little bunny hops, knee to chest, heel to bum. So try and kick your heel towards your bum. 5 of those. Keep looking in between your thumbs. So look forward, yes. Great. I know, it's handstand. It's like a triple espresso. It's very invigorating. One more, great, and then come down. Child's pose. Chest to the thighs, arms alongside the body. Rest. Check in with the breath. Soften it. Even it. slow it all down. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Tuck the toes. Extend the legs and press back into downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. This is an option. So we did knees, chest, and chin. That's a great option. All right? If you're taking it a little further, hinge forward, bend the elbows just to 90 degrees. Chaturanga Dandasana. And then roll forward and up. Knees and thighs off the mat, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. If you've never done a chaturanga and up dog before, then rather do knees, chest, and chin. Or some strength building, confidence building, totally up to you. Bend your knees, look in between your thumbs, lightly hop or step your feet up in between your hands, and then fold forward over your legs. Heel toe your feet in all the way to touch. Chin to chest, knees are bent, slowly roll up, one good at a time. Breathing as you go, chin stays on your chest, the last thing to lift is your gaze. Coming to stand in Tadasana, mountain pose, big toes touching, inner heels touching, arms alongside the body. And then bring the hands in prayer at heart center. Place right hand into left, and left hand into right. Joining left, right, masculine, feminine, right brain, left brain. Sorry, my music's dropped off. Yeah. Turn it back on again. Take an inhale breath, lift your prayer up and lift your gaze up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, fold forward and take your hands to the floor. Fingertips are in line with toes. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands and step back into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, either knees, chest, and chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, either low cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, all meeting up in down dog. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale, one. Lifting the belly in and up. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Bending the knees, look forward. Inhale, lightly hop or step up. Exhale to fold. Inhale with a flat spine, lift your prayer up, lift your gaze up. Exhale, Tadasana, arms alongside the body. Inhale, prayer up and gaze up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, prepare. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, low cobra. Exhale, down dog and hold. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Spread your fingers. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale, lift your hips up a little higher. Exhale, press your heels down a little lower. Bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, lightly hop or step up in between your hands. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift your prayer up, lift your gaze up, lengthen. Exhale, Tadasana, arms alongside the body. One more round like that. Inhale, prayer up and gaze up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, fold. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. Exhale, step or walk back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold here. So glance forward, make sure that your middle finger is pointing straight forward. Make sure you can see the color of your mat. Then relax your head in between your arms. Your knuckles, where your fingers join your hands, press those down into the floor and try and slide the shoulders up and onto the spine. Gently draw the rib cage in, lift the belly in and up. Press the top 1 centimeter of the thighs up and back. Press the shins back and really extend down through the heels like you're trying to get them to touch the floor. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, lightly hop or step up in between your hands. Exhale to fold forward over your legs. Inhale, lift your prayer up, lift your gaze up. Exhale, Tadasana, arms alongside the body. Awesome, that was one type of Surya Namaskar, sun salutation. This is another type. Inhale, deeply bend knees. Reach arms straight out from your heart. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward, take your hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift to let the leg prepare. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left heel grounds. Keep squaring the hips forward. Inhale, rise up, bring the hands in prayer out from the heart, warrior one. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to the lower knees, chest and chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, low cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Other side, left foot forward, right heel grounds. Inhale to rise up, warrior one. Exhale to step back and lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bend knees, look forward. Inhale, lightly hop or step up in between your hands. Exhale to fold. Big toes touching. Inhale, bend knees, reach arms overhead. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, come all the way up to stand. Tadasana, mountain pose. Separate the feet hip width apart and parallel. Hands grab the waist. Inhale, puff the heart up to the ceiling. Exhale, hinging at the hips, fold forward. See if you can grab onto your big toes with your peace sign fingers. Inhale to lengthen, look forward. Exhale, start to lift the elbows up towards the ceiling as you draw the crown of the head down towards the floor. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, if you can, see if you can slide your hands all the way underneath your feet, stand down onto your wrist creases, and then fold forward again. If you need to work with bent knees, that's totally fine. Relax the head. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands grab the weights. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, feet together. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, deeply bend knees, arms overhead, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. Exhale, Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up dog or low cobra. Exhale, down. Right foot forward, left heel grounds. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, open arms, shoulders and hips. Warrior two. Russell's probably a better demonstrator than me right now because I'm out of shot. Try not to lean forward too much. Keep your spine nice and tall. Front knee is bent. Keep tracking your right knee towards your right pinky toe side of your foot. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, reach forward. So extend the leg, yes. Reach forward, hinge down sideways. Trikonasana, triangle pose. So in this pose, you're trying to open the hip up towards the ceiling and the chest up towards the ceiling. Lean back a little bit, yes. One straight line through the wrists and the shoulders. Yeah. Grounding into the right foot. Inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, re-bend the front knee. Place the right hand on the outside of the right foot. Left arm up and over your ear. Gaze up towards your top left palm. So make it bend that knee a lot. A lot. Bend it, yes, exactly. So you can get, yes, nice and low. Awesome. And then try and spin your left rib cage open to the ceiling. Gaze up towards your top thumb. Press your knee back into your arm and your arm into your knee. So make it, yes, exactly, a connection between that leg and that arm. Awesome. Inhale, take your left hand to the floor. Exhale, lift your left heel away from the floor. And then you're going to slide your right to left arm, left knee behind your right ankle and sit down. So, ideally in this pose, you want both sit bones down. If your right sit bone is lifting high up off the floor, extend the bottom left leg so that both sit bones are grounded. Okay? Right hand in line with the base of the spine this time. Left arm lifts and hook the elbow on the outside of the knee so you can twist yourself around. Both sit bones are grounding. Every inhale, lift the spine up a little taller. Exhale, pull the belly button in and twist. Yes, that looks perfect. Megan, just flex your left foot. Yes, exactly. 2 more breaths. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, pull the belly button in and twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, pull the belly button in and twist. Inhale, release, face forward. Exhale, keep the spine long as you counter twist over to the other side. Inhale, face forward. Exhale, swing right leg back, left leg back, downward facing dog. Checking in with the breath. Even breath in. Even breath out. Even breath in. Even breath out. Left foot forward, right heel grounds. Inhale, rise up into warrior 1. Exhale, open arms, shoulders and hips, warrior 2. So you're trying to get your left thigh parallel to the floor. Sneak your left foot a little further forward. Yes, so that you really stack the knee over the ankle. Great. One line of energy out through the fingertips, reaching forward and back. Spine stays directly over the hips. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale, extend the left leg. Exhale, reach forward, hinge down sideways, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Spinning your right rib cage open to the ceiling. It's very easy to stand into the bones of the legs, so fire up the muscles. And if you're not sure if that's happening or not, lift your toes off the floor and you will feel your muscles engage. And then soften your toes back down again. Gazing down at your left toe, inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, re-bend the knee. Left hand on the outside of the left foot, right arm up and over your ear, extended side angle. Don't forget that you're trying to make a connection between the knee and the arm. So the knee is trying to push the arm away and the arm is having none of that. The arm is pushing back into the knee. And you're using that as leverage to try and open your chest up towards the ceiling. Gaze up towards your top palm. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, take your right hand to the floor. Exhale, lift your right heel. Inhale, slide your right knee behind your left ankle and sit down. Again, if you can't get both sit bones to the floor, if your left sit bone is still lifting up, extend the bottom leg, no problem. Left hand to the base of the spine. Inhale, lift long through right fingertips. Exhale, elbow to knee. Use it as leverage to help twist you around. Every inhale, a little bit more length. Every exhale, pull the belly button in and see if you can twist deeper. Inhale, length. Exhale to twist. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, release, face forward. Exhale, counter twist. Inhale, face forward. Swing the left leg back. Right leg back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower both knees to the floor. Okay, so you're going to take the left foot and step onto the side of the left foot. You're going to leave the right knee on the floor, but prop it underneath your right hip. Stack your right wrist underneath your right shoulder, and then extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. This is a Vajrasana variation, a side plank variation. Okay, then bring your left hand back to the floor. So that's absolutely an option, okay? Here's option 2. You're going to step your right foot back to join the left. Bring your big toes together, you're in plank. And then roll over onto the side of the right foot. Left foot stacks on top. And then see if you can extend the left arm up towards the ceiling. Side plank, 3 breaths. Gaze up towards your top thumb is the final part of the pose. Exhale, 2. I know it messes with the balance. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, take left hand to the floor. Exhale, lower both knees to the floor. Left knee underneath your left hip. Come onto the side of the right foot. Stack your left wrist underneath your left shoulder. Right arm straight up towards the ceiling. Even that one can be a tough balance. Like for me. But on this one, it's more likely you could look up at that top palm without falling over. Awesome. And then take your right hand to the floor. Let's see if you can take the variation. Left leg extends. Right leg extends. Left foot joins right. Roll over onto the side of the left foot. Left hand, right arm straight up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, right hand to the floor. Exhale, lower the knees, the chest and the chin. Inhale, slide forward and up, low cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes. Seat back to your hips. Extend the legs, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, jump all the way through to sit. Extending the legs out in front of you. Or just come to sit however. Flex the feet, arms alongside the body. This pose is called Tadasana, staff pose. So your legs are extended, toes are flexed, arms alongside you. Pressing down into the floor to lift your spine nice and tall. Flex the feet so much that the heels start to lift up. So your thighs are really engaging. Then take an inhale breath, lift a little taller. Exhale, start to walk your hands down alongside your legs. Hold on to your shins, your ankles. Maybe you can reach your toes. Paschimottanasana, forward fold. If you really struggle to reach your toes, having a prop, an arm extender, I'm just using an ordinary bath towel, is a really great arm extender. Gives you a bit of space, allows you to work on alignment rather than just trying to reach for your toes. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, release. Slowly lift up. Bring the right knee into the chest. Right knee into the chest. And then make a fist and separate your right foot about a fist distance from the inside of your left thigh. Try and draw that right heel as close to your bum as you can possibly get it. So really tuck that shin in. And then take your right shoulder on the inside of your right knee. Right shoulder inside of right knee. Awesome. Walk forward like you're going to fold forward over your left leg. And then reach your right arm in front of your shin, your left arm behind you, and see if you can bind. So I'm going to bind by interlacing my fingers. This is also where a towel is really useful. If you don't have the space to be able to bind, then something that extends your arms works really nicely. Okay. Squeeze your shoulders back together. Open your chest. Look forward. Take an inhale breath. Exhale. Fold forward over your left leg. Do not expect a big movement. You're not going to go very far here. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Release the bind if you have it, slowly lifting up. And extend the right leg out in front of you. Give your legs a little shimmy, a little shake. Left knee into the chest. Heel as close to the bum as you can manage. 1 fist distance away from your inner thigh. So there's a bit of space there. Left shoulder to the inside of the knee. Flex the right toes. Inhale to lengthen. Like you're going to fold forward over your right leg. Walk your hands forward and then see if you can wrap the left arm around the shin. Right arm reaches behind you for the bind. Square the shoulders back and forward. Take an inhale breath. Squeeze the shoulders back together. Exhale and gently the hip fold forward. Marichyasana. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Release the bind. Slowly lift up. And then extend both legs out in front of you. Give them a little shimmy, a little shake. So my anatomy is such that I have quite short arms in comparison to my torso. So I'm going to use wooden blocks. I'm going to throw the wooden blocks. The soft ones aren't going to cut it. Not the soft ones. But if you can reach down into the floor, there's no problem. You don't need blocks. I just need blocks because I'm a little Tyrannosaurus Rex and have really short arms. Okay, so the first thing is going to be to just press your hands down alongside your hips, flex your feet. Again, like you're trying to lift your heels off the floor, but this time lift your belly in, lift your pubic floor in and up to make your body nice and light, and see if you can lift your bum off the floor. Just lift your bum off the floor, even just a couple of millimeters, a couple of centimeters, and then lower it back down again. Awesome, press into the hands, lift your bum off the floor, and then lower back down. Last one, press down, squeeze the belly, pelvic floor lifts, and then lower back down again. That's step 1, and you can absolutely stay in step 1. I'm going to demonstrate using my left leg because it's the closest to you. I'm going to bend my left knee, and then I'm going to hook my left knee over my left shoulder. And I'm going to really try and snuggle my knee over my shoulder, and then I'm going to clamp my shin onto my upper arm. Left hand to the floor, right hand to the floor. I'm going to squeeze my belly, I'm going to squeeze my pelvic floor, and then I'm going to try and lift both legs up off the floor. Maybe the heel stays down, maybe you just get those like little millimeters of lift of your bum off the floor. Give it a try. So left.
I can't get that
I
big.
can't get it. So yes, you got to kind of wrangle. I know you've never put your knee over your shoulder before. It's a whole new world. And I'm making it look all easy, but also this is my millionth time that I've done this, and this might be your first, and that's okay. Hands down, clamp the shin, see if you can lift. Levitation skills. No, that's okay. Release, extend the legs, give them a little shimmy, a little shake. The interesting thing is that on the other side, it might be more possible, or less possible. Because sometimes we're more open on the left or more open on the right. Sometimes when we've seen something new, our brain gets in the way and we can't do it just because we're trying to figure it out. By the second time, you're like, oh. So, we're going to try. Right knee bends. Snuggle your right shoulder underneath your right knee. That's your shoulder. Exactly. Feel your shoulder and the back of your knee touching. Exactly. Awesome. Okay. Then you got to kind of squeeze that shin onto the upper arm. This might be as far as you go in the pose, just trying to figure out what the hell I'm talking about. If you are going any further, arms alongside you, lifting pelvic floor, belly in, levitating, and then lowering back down again. Okay, so as with all things in yoga, if you could do everything instantly, you would get bored and you would go and do a Zumba class instead, or you go and do Pilates or something else that challenged you. So the fact that it's challenging, the fact that you can't do it all, is part of the practice. It's you coming up against yourself, up against your perceived limitations of what you can and can't do, and playing, getting curious, going, okay, well, this for me today is as far as I go. So I wanted to show you where we were going to eventually, because if you carry on practicing yoga, this is where you'll get to eventually. Both feet off the floor, cross over the ankles, extend the legs out to the side, tilt forward for a little arm balance. But I've done this a lot. It's not my first time. Okay, right. Extend the legs, roll the shoulders up to the ears, take an inhale breath. Exhale, roll them back and down. Inhale, shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. One more, shoulders up, squeeze them up, squeeze them up. Exhale, roll them back and down. Bring the knees into the chest, cross over the ankles. Take your hands to the front of the mat. Step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. And then you're back in familiar territory. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, gently lower your knees to the floor. And again, watch me, because this is an inversion, and inversions are challenging. If you are neck or shoulder injured, if you are pregnant or menstruating, or have really high blood pressure in which you need to take medication for, then you're going to take the milder inversions, the first ones that I show you. So, down dog is already a great inversion. Anytime your heart is above your head, you are in an inversion. Okay, so that's offering number 1. Offering number 2 is forearms to the floor, interlace your fingers. Head stays off the floor, tuck your toes, extend your legs, this dolphin pose. So this is really great if you have a neck injury that you're nursing and you don't want to bring weight onto your neck. It's still pretty hard work and it's still intense, so you're going to need to come down and take breaks if you're holding this one. Okay, that's offering number 2. Offering number 3 is to come into half headstand. So half headstand is the same setup. Elbows no wider than shoulder width apart, interlace the fingers. Crown of the head, which is the top of your head, goes to the floor. Back of your head tucks behind the wrists. Then toes tuck, extend the legs. We use the forearms and the shoulders to keep the weight out of the head. So the head is on the floor, but you're not crushing all your weight down into your head. You're pressing down strongly into your forearms, and you're sliding your shoulders up and onto your spine. You're lifting your belly in and up. You're lifting your pubic bone in and up. Not pubic bone, pubic floor, sorry. Awesome. Okay, come down. So that's option number 3. Option number 4, and there is no rush. It took me 2 years to get into full headstand with control, because kicking up is not an option. It's too much weight to bring onto your head all in one go. So you want to be able to come up with control. Same setup, crown of the head to the floor, interlace the fingers, walk the toes in, squeeze one knee into the chest. One day, miraculously, the other knee will come up to join us. Once you can balance with both knees in the chest, you can extend the legs up all the way up to the ceiling. The trick is once you're there, you have to get good at holding it for 5 minutes. So don't be in a rush. Megan, bring your knee into your chest, not up towards the ceiling, into your chest, yes. So you're trying to tip the weight of your hips over your hands, your forearms, your shoulders. And this is going to be intense, so you're going to need to come down and take breaks. Up in a rush, then you have to stick thumbs. For inversions to really do the work, you have to be upside down for a longer period of time. So it's one of those poses where you have to build a bit of endurance, a bit of strength, and you might not have it right now, and that's okay. Work on the breath. That is the first part of the practice, to keep breathing, not let the breath and the thoughts run away with you. We're going to take 5 more breaths. So come up into some variation. Half headstand, dolphin, down dog, something that's an inversion. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, slowly come down, child's pose. So you can take ordinary child's pose, or a really nice release is to keep your big toes together, open your knees nice and wide, and then walk the hands forward. Chin, forehead, chest, mouth towards the floor. Take your breath into anywhere in your body that feels intense, and try and encourage some softening and some relaxation. 4 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Keeping your head nice and low. Come to lie all the way down on your belly. Chin or forehead to the mat. Some of us are forehead people, some of us are chin people. Arms alongside the body, palms face up towards the ceiling. Zip up your legs behind you. Big toes to touch, then the heels touching. And then pick your shoulders up off the floor. Next inhale, lift your chin, your chest, your knees, and your feet. For Shalabhasana, locust pose. Using the strength of the low spine to lift your torso. Using the strength of the thighs. Try and lift your legs further away from the floor. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release all the way down. Take your right ear to the mat and gently sway your hips from side to side to release. And then chin or forward to the mat. Bend the knees, reach back and hold on to the ankles or the backs of the feet. Parallel the knees, so try not to let the knees swing too far out to the sides. You want to parallel them behind you. And then kick your feet away from your hands to rise up. Tadasana bow pose. slowly release all the way down, left ear to the mat this time. Sway the hips. And then roll over onto your back. Brush your heels with your middle fingers, feet are hip width apart and parallel. So your fingers just kind of roughly give you the distance of where your heels are from your bum. Inhale, lift lower, middle, and upper spine away from the floor. Grab the side edges of your mat. And like you're trying to rip your mat in half, pull out to the side so that you can shimmy your shoulders in underneath you. Lift your hips up a little higher. If it's available to you, interlace the fingers and extend the arms along the mat. This is Ardha Uddha Dhanurasana. Half upside down bow. Squeeze the glutes, lift your hips even higher. Really arch your chest towards your chin. And then release your grip. Slowly lower the upper back. Middle back, tuck the tailbone, lower spine to the floor. Feet to the edges of the mat and let the knees rest against each other, lengthening your lower spine into the floor. So that is absolutely an option, half wheel. It's a really great back bend. If you're taking it further, coming into full wheel, same setup, brush the backs of the heels with the middle fingers, feet are hip width apart and parallel. Hands on either side of your ears, fingers point towards your shoulders. Leading with the pelvis, press down into hands and feet and lift all the way up. Or take half wheel, absolutely an option. Tuck chin to chest, slowly lower down, hug your knees into your chest, lengthen your spine into the floor, head is down, shoulders are down. And then extend your arms straight out from your shoulders. Gently hop your hips over to the right and take your knees to the left. Reach down with your left hand so that you can feel that your knees are roughly in line with each other. And then drift your gaze over towards your right elbow, your right thumb, your spinal. Let each exhale soften you into the shape a little more. And then strong belly. Inhale, lift the legs up to center. Pop the hips over to the left, just a little bit. Knees to the right. Right hand reaches down, checks the knees are roughly in line. Gaze over towards the left. Every exhale, surrendering into the shape, letting gravity do the work of unraveling the spine. And then strong belly, inhale, lift the knees up to center, squeeze them into the chest. Slowly start extending the legs and gently draw the shins down towards your face. It's just a gentle forward fold. So you're not trying to like lift your bum off the floor and touch your shins to your nose. You're just extending the legs, trying to keep your seat down. So try and keep your lower spine down and gently draw the toes over your head. Yeah, it's a directional thing rather than an actual what you're trying to do. Because unless you're a professional ballet dancer, that's not going to happen. And then bring the knees back into the chest, hug them in. Take a moment to sway from side to side, and just releasing the lower spine. And then extend the legs all the way down onto the mat. Separate the feet, mat width apart. Arms a comfortable distance alongside you. Palms face up towards the ceiling. It's a gesture of surrender, of receiving. Setting up for the final pose, the resting pose. Shavasana. Closing the eyes. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. Opening the mouth and sighing out the breath. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, sighing it out. Last one, inhale, really gather it up. Exhale, let it all go. Then lightly close the lips. Tongue rests heavy in the mouth. Eyes rest heavy in their sockets. Trying to give up the weight of every bone, every muscle, sinew, cell of body to the earth. More efforts. Checking in with all the sensations, textures against your skin. Air, the sensation of your body resting against the mat. Maybe you can feel your breath rise back, your fingers and your toes, gently release. And then slowly reach your arms overhead and stretch from fingertip to yawns. I really stretch it out. And then just flop back into the floor. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Self thanks for making time. And then roll over onto your right hand side, cushioning your head with your hand or your arm. Taking a moment to gather up any benefits. Take with you into the rest of your day. Anything that was frustrating, challenging, you can leave it. Press your left hand down and lift all the way up to sit. Namaste is a greeting, a blessing, a farewell. It means the light in me, greets the light in me. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Thank you, Russ. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thanks, Nick. Namaste.
Thank you, Megan and Megan's.
Cheers, have a good day. Nick, thanks again.
Thank you, Nick.
And your pleasure, guys. Have a good weekend.
Thank
too.
you too.
Cheers. Bye bye.
Thanks so much.
Such a
Thanks.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.